Ancient in the meanwhile, and also it's kind of tough to go to nuke when
That's
G2
what I thought. I thought that was a
is in
respect
question. Yeah, sort of a respect ban. But I think just for G2, it's probably, I don't know, it feels like Ancient at this time might even be their third best map.
Okay, well, interesting challenge ahead for Complexity. They're going to be starting on the T side. We did knife for sides. You guys got to see that in the break. G2, dualies over to JKS. A smoke as well. Him and Hunter going to double up in towards Donut. Looks like Complexity want to execute a split. 3 out middle, 2 in towards A main. But they got to get past Hunter and JKS first.
Yeah, they're gonna let Elige clean up the area just a little bit. He's gone Surge. I don't even think a lot of utility will be used before he gets that information. That's just a smoke towards window. JKS, immediate protocol reaction. And the push has to come to a halt. Do you actually take the risk of crossing that smoke in a pistol round? I don't think you do, and that's why we see them slowing down the pace slightly.
I think you also want to find a way, if you're Complexity, to have a little bit of presence or pressure elsewhere, right? Like make it look like you might go up towards Cave, but at the moment just standing pat. No shift from either team, really. As the smoke's clear, Complexity can just walk back up and do exactly the same thing.
Now there's a bit of a clock on it. G2 is regathering information towards B lane. So that hit is going to come at the right time for Complexity. They only have 2 defenders in front of them, but that's 3 guns. Information gathered from Floppy. JKS finds 1 and a second kill. Beautiful work.
Oh, they never expected Floppy to come from the bomb site itself. They were set up to stop middle. And Elige is left in Donut to handle this late push through. Spots 2. He's got his P250. Floppy comes to join up, and they both go down. They both get eliminated by m0NESY and Nico, and JT is left holding the bag. 1v3. And so much time for G2 to make this work. Somehow still alive. Going to start tapping the bomb. HooXi goes down. 2 more, but so hard to manage around that box.
Honestly, how measured they were in their approach of retaking Donut. Elige was just calmly waiting with the P250, and he tried to dance around. He tried to find angles to let it scream, but wasn't meant to be. Great work from G2, great retake, and as Yanko was mentioning, the ordeal on today's menu is to survive this force buy. In today's economy, winning the pistol on the CD side and getting reset is horrifying. It's a terrible moment.
And Grim on his favorite Galil. Let's see if he has a little bit more luck this time around.
That's a throwback to Inferno.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like it, yeah. Let's see what he can do. Nico's parked against the wall. HooXi playing in towards Cave, which means this is more of a retake setup, and Nico might still be able to get some work done. It all helps to allow HooXi to be activated with the SMG, and he tracks Holzerk in the air.
Huge timing.
Plucks him out of the sky, and the hit falls flat for Complexity. Inside the site is just 1. And Elige, 1v3. A long way to go, but over in Cave, he might have a chance. Would you expect the second player? Kind of, a little bit.
On the CT side and grabs that 3rd kill, making sure that G2 is remaining with an advantage number all the way through.
All the way through. Elige turning the corner. Oh, I can't find the kill on the Hunter, who recovers in time for a double. And now the hit falls back. It's got to be through A. And JKS is going to be waiting at the entrance to Donut. Nico shifting over as well. m0NESY and HooXi with full mid control. Should be nice and easy. Should be. Little mistiming for JKS, but handles the spray. Grim transfers over to the M4. He could do a little bit of economic damage. No way he gets the plant, and m0NESY
clearing mid. That's why all the rotations were on time towards B. Will be good for them if they can keep it up.
Great commit towards middle. The damage onto Elige is instrumental. 65 HPs taken straight from the get-go. JT sort of abandoned by Floppy in that map control retake. You feel like he's going to be a lamb rather, driven to the slaughter right here.
Ooh, a nade kill.
Out. He stays alive. A huge burn.
Oh, Nico can do more. He wants to stick around. They've got JT boxed in. m0NESY up from middle towards Cave is going to start shrinking, but it's Hunter who'll be under the most pressure. Over towards the A bomb site. He's done a little, or I should say a lot of damage onto Holzerk, down to 2 health, and they're just going to go for it. They realize 2 players. They might have missed a timing, though. m0NESY's already in Donut. Good opening kill, but will you expect m0NESY to be at the off angle? Picks off the head of Grim, takes off Elige, and it's just Holzerk with the op, 2 health.
To come back, and even if Hunter falls immediately, which in itself was kind of exceptional, the retake was already here.
Ooh, they beat the nades, they beat the Molotovs a little bit. Nico in that same spot, blinded so he can only get one. Drive-by from Grim, who has a chance. Ooh, but he uses a smoke instead. Hunter now in a position of activity. Again, only gets one. Again, traded off. And that smoke is going to block off m0NESY's access, but JKS coming from behind. This could be everything. Complexity not really aware of the possibility just yet. m0NESY shifting around as well. And JKS will play before anyone's in position. Floppy in the corner, spotted, taken down. Elige, his position found out, and there's m0NESY's shift.
That's going to seep in, perhaps. Just take a breather, you know, talk it through.
Yeah, he's given him a lot of room, TC, to give his players to work themselves out of this, and it's not going to work, at least initially, in this round 6. Mid-control and aggression works out perfectly. Floppy jumping up, spots one at top ramp. That's Nico. That's a beautiful nade.
They still have mid-control firmly installed, which means Complexity is a little bit claustrophobic. That kill will help balance things out just a little bit, and it also forces G2 to give up on that mid position. So finally Complexity has a little bit of room to play with.
Yeah, that kill in the utility starting to fade away, and they don't want to be stuck in mid with nothing to protect them. Grim has very low HP, so he turns into this mid lurk. JT and Floppy going to try and take late cave control. This push could be everything Holzerk wants. Oh, he just started moving.
Oh, no.
It's all gone horribly wrong, and now you can double swing. You can double swing and trade another kill, and JT will not be aware of that position from Nico. It's all done. He held back.
I can't believe they're not taking a timeout. You're 6-0 down on the decider map. You're playing your T side. What are you saving them for?
That's a great question.
Like, sure, maybe, you know, JT is calling something already and he knows what he wants to do. It's not even about that. You don't need to say anything. Like, you don't need to give a call.
Here comes the aggression, keeps coming in from G2. HooXi almost had the timing. JT is once again asked to handle this aggression. It's a bit more timid and measured, and middle this time around is actually open for business if you're Complexity. I don't think they've realized it, but they can actually grab all of that map control.
It feels like so much utility from Complexity has been spent just to keep them alive, just to keep them safe.
They've been under so much pressure.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work, G2, over towards this B lane. Miss Smoke makes things a little bit awkward looking towards Donut. Another one comes in towards Red Room. Still one smoke to work with, and oh my lord.
Surely now he break his mouse. Surely his mouse is broken now.
Yeah, probably. That little pink mouse is not having a good time. It's staring death in the face every time he lifts his hand. Floppy has a little bit of space on ramp, but everyone has backed off from G2. Very passive, retake-centric focus. And a boost coming in. Floppy, oh, takes down the totem pole.
He did the Emilia.
Goes for the bottom one first, and HooXi's going to get flashed around the corner. He's got JT close up. Oh, and he just continues spraying. JT walks into it. Still a doable retake. Utility being passed off to HooXi. Smoke, Molotov, and nade. And here it comes. m0NESY and JKS to attend through short. Floppy smoked off. Vision denied, so he steps through another double. And Grim finds
a double-double.
All in the same spot. All
great.
4 kills in the same
great
spot.
From Floppy.
Yeah, he's loving it.
And financially, G2 is not out of the woods at all. In fact, they've been winning all of these rounds, but it's been relatively tight. And here you have the MP9 being used to being pushed. Hunter finds 2 immediately off the back of the flash, but JT cleans up.
m0NESY's going to come in late, and he's got an M4. JT might think this is clear. So even though the kills go the way of Complexity, m0NESY has a lot of information. Oh, if he could just catch one and fall back, that'd be everything. JT coming in. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, they find him at the last second. Thankfully, Grim heads up. Able to fire off a couple bullets, and that's access to the bomb site. And as you mentioned, that's G2's economy completely depleted. If they get that kill and JT goes down, like even if m0NESY gets that kill, like that actually is pretty huge. That gives JKS some time to shift over. Here we got a little A main push. Galil not going to do the job, so
that's
Halzer.
Gonna feel good.
Oh, his mouse is
That's
so
gonna feel
right
good.
Yeah, his mouse is just like, thank God.
Oh, please, I can't take this anymore.
1 HP on old Halsey. Hunter and HooXi playing backup, seeing if Complexity is going to get lured into an attack, and it doesn't even matter. Hunter goes searching with the flashbang. It's just HooXi. Complexity will know there's at least one more somewhere in the site. A flashbang from Halzerk. nets them the sight in the round. So Complexity now just 3 back from G2.
Probably the first time in this map of Ancient that Complexity's heartbeat come back to a somewhat normal pulse.
Sure.
We're getting there. Deep breath, perspiration under control.
Yeah. Breathing exercises doing their work.
But you actually feel like you're in this game. I would probably argue that the first 6 rounds must have felt like a dream or a blur, but everything was going so fast and you'd feel like G2 was always the one commanding now.
Scenario. And we play on into round 10. Elysian middle, Grim, Floppy, and Halzerk towards A main. They're going right at Monacy. And that AWP is intimidating, but if he gets into trouble, he's got no utility to speak of to help him out, and he's got no teammates nearby to help him out.
But the lack of smoke should tip Complexity. Surely there has to be some sort of flash or something. They must know if there is no smoke, there is a risk, and they don't seem to be in order. Honestly, will find the first kill easily. Can he add another one? He dances around the box's weight. He has to be pulled out by the fire. And he's definitely got time to reposition. More fire, more flashes, but they will allow him generously to live on.
Yeah, well, Monacy, ever since towards the closing stages of Inferno, has been great in opening kills. Nico, that angle, perfect for him. Dink and a cleanup immediately. So Complexity have lost both the engagements on the extremities of the map. And now Monacy's in position to punish them in middle. Perfect rotation, perfect mobility from this defense. And G2 has no stress in this round.
Oof. We just heard that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, you like that?
Absolutely beautiful. I think you nailed it. There is absolutely nothing they have to worry about. Pum!
Except for the one-taps. Well, you still have a long way to go. I say there is a bit of an opening. Hooksy pushed up towards Cave. If Floppy can find that kill, he's forcing him back into the arms of Halzerk. G2 doesn't seem aware that mid has been this exposed. Hooksy now.
Who are you to doubt Hooksy? Who are you to think?
Why is everything
He doesn't
I say
see
just
the cheese coming.
Opposite? Yeah.
Trying to 6-pull him from base? Hell no.
He was ready. Is that a StarCraft 2 reference you just
It
busted out on me? I didn't even know you had that in you. I didn't know you had that in.
Zero utility and zero information gathering on it. You have to be careful about an AWP.
Oh, dude, anytime there's not a smoke in any of like the main bomb site choke points, I think there's an op on the other side.
I think maybe they didn't think he had the money because
it
it was a hard reset, but they didn't know he saved money in the bank, right? So
boost up in return, and Nico's ready for it. And there's Monacy again with another pick to Halzerk, getting a little bit frisky. Ooh, takes his time, tracks over, ripping off the faces of Complexity.
well, that's that.
It's time to pack it up. Monacy is activated. We waited a little bit of time, but now he's firmly over.
For this round, at least they took a timeout, Jason.
At least they took the timeout. We'll take what we can get at the moment from Complexity. Down 5, victories. 4 rounds still to play. Plenty of opportunities for Complexity to get into this half.
But the way the rounds have happened, it really feels like Complexity are a little bit constricted in what they can do. What have they been successful in? It's been what? Floppy with an incredible double kill, or double kill rather. That's actually what kick-started. It's not like they've been taking map control and they've been sort of checkmating G2 by having tactical moves. It wasn't really like that, so I do worry a little bit about Monacy. Good start to the round once again. Where's the AWP is gone? Yeah. Give him back his AWP, damn it. JKS, what are you doing?
This is a weird turn of events. Op in the hands of JKS. He has it towards Donut. He's mollied out of position. Let's see what JKS can do with the op. He's kind of had to smoke himself out just to escape. I think there's a crack around that smoke for A main. But Complexity at the moment, with all this counter utility, is a little stalled out, looking for a gift that nobody is giving them. And JKS can slide right back into position. Hunter can take the initiative. One more in Donut. Elige creeping up around the smoke. Hunter's got another. Calls out the position.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Selfless counter-strike.
Well, Complexity's probably wondering what it takes right now at the moment. They've been stopped cold.
Comes a train.
Oh, they're not stopping for Hooksy. He's going to have a battle. Dinked up, traded off by Elige. Nico slides over, 1-for-1 again, but it's Hunter's turn. And can he succeed where the others have failed? He's got one at a ramp. Oh, and he delivers. What a spin.
It's beautiful.
It's so clean.
And once again, he's here on time. We've been talking about it. When G2 is in the...
My man can't catch a break.
Do be like that sometimes.
10-3 now. Complexity still with 3 timeouts for that CT side comeback.
Oh, no. Oh. Come on, let's give us a game. The mid-aggression from G2 is going to go uncontested. They have completely, not really abandoned the A side, but it's a full-on retake position with Monacy towards CT spawn, which allowed them to play with 3 very committed rifles towards B lane. Complexity are playing very passively, very...
G2's been able to control this part of the map whenever they've wanted it.
This whole time.
I think JT stopped them once, and that's all I can really think of.
And this was still off the back of an aggression. It's not like they completely stopped them. It was a reaction to G2 being completely committed to it whatsoever. So now the late mid-take is going to come from Complexity. That's a little bit of a new flavor, not something we've seen too many times in this game. G2 still very committed to it. It's going to be Hunter, tip of the spear with the AK, put down immediately by Grim. Not a name that we've mentioned too much in this game.
They're so ready to fight in middle, though. Hooksy comes right through it. And him and JKS look like they're positioning for a fight. Oh, awkward. Elise just pulls out knife, a nade. The AWP can't transfer over. JT again trying his best, his damnedest to pick up the pieces. But Monacy is so on point. 16 and 6. Which leaves Floppy alone. At least he has the bomb, but he also has Nico at this site to deal with.
But he's Floppy.
But he is.
And that means something
Floppy.
today.
Yeah, it means something this week.
Although a little bit of more time would come in handy for him to figure out this situation.
Can I please have 10 extra seconds on the clock?
Could I get an extra 10?
Plant's coming in. Nico's going to walk out of cave. Actually,
to a third map. So when things start going wrong at the start of the game, you have to cut it in its root. You have to try to do something to keep your team in it, sort of to help them mentally reset. Sure, maybe they're just too early in their development as a team to be able to overcome that, but you need to help them.
And Monacy is not helping them at all. In fact, he is striking. He sees the prey, he tastes the blood, and he knows he's a shark and they're in the ocean. The boat is gone, the ship is gone, no one is coming to save them.
The lettuce is all over the floor, the bun, the tomatoes. Only the mayonnaise survived.
And nobody likes the mayonnaise.
I love it.
I do like mayonnaise.
I know you too, dude.
Why do you say that in such a derogatory way? It's like, I know you like mayonnaise.
I like mayonnaise too, just like on a sandwich, not like dipping my fries in it. Well,
it would be a nice little topping here for Complexity if they could win this final round. At the very least, we all know Zonic's Law, 11-4, most dangerous scoreline. Halzerk is like, I just want a kill.
Here to save. Nico is relatively safe on the B side. And the other half of the glass truly is empty for a Complexity fan, sort of haunted by the ghost of yesteryear. Ebenezer Scrooge here.
The chocolate milk's gone.
Exactly. It's too calm, it's too quiet, it's too timid. We'd like to see a bit more fire from Complexity. It's one of the factors that we talked about. They need to bring in the fight to G2. They need to stay alive in this game.
Well, looking like they might be able to at least grab the pistol. They've got good smokes, good Molotov to give them some safety inside this site, but it might not stop the boost. And Hunter, that lurk is powerful. It is powerful coming in. You can feel it. Hunter coming in hot and nobody paying attention. Oh, he's got so many free kills. 2 go down. It's not done yet. Good trade from Nico. And a 2-on-2 descends. Flank spotted out, and now it's all on Nico. Listening for sound. He knows he's got to find one to the left. There's no kit, so he's got time to work with. Needs to be headshots first as his. Uh-oh, never expected it. Thought Halzerk had crossed. The second player was over at the bomb as well, and that's a defuse for Complexity. A good retake.
Just had it meaned out.
A good buy for Complexity to sort of start their comeback too, because if they are able to win this round and they'll start building up their economy.
Out mid. Hunter crossing behind the donut smoke. Hooksy is there in support as well, waiting to see these smokes clear and what they've got on the other side. Hooksy with a Tech 9 can be the aggressor. They're going to attempt to split at the A bomb site. Defense is already shifting. Elige can't get anything done on the initial contact. He's taken down, but Grim gets 2. Now he can turn and address the bomb site itself, and he's got teammates with him, although they're all blind, and now they're Molotov'd off, and at least a plant for G2.
Nico has to find that kill onto Floppy. His position is gravy. That's it. Put it immediately under his name. And JKS with the Tech 9 close by. If he could just find one, allow Nico to have a possible clutch. He does stay alive and milks as much time as possible, leaving Nico in the 1v1. Grim, 37 HP.
No kit.
No smoke, no kit. Does he even attempt it? He does. He did find a smoke, actually. goes down on the bomb, and he's going to have to play the metal game. Do I have a kit? You don't know that. You have to come see me, and I see you through the smoke. Just missed a couple of shots. And he's going to have to be the 10 seconds defuse. I cannot believe this is even possible. Nico finds him, and here comes the reset.
Oh, go take it away.
I would find it difficult to see even G2 losing around like this when they're reset back to 1400, 4 pistols, MP9, not a lot of utility. And already Hunter in a deep position close to Red Room as they're executing B.
Oh, that could go wrong, but JKS handles it. Wanasi falls, but a double kill in return, and Hooksy is patiently waiting in towards Cave. Hunter is clearing out the B bomb site. Grim and Elise are on a very fast flank, but again, without any kind of like real power in this weaponry, it might not matter. JKS is even looking behind him, so a full freeze called by G2.
It's about to pay off as well. JKS had the timing on Elise, but so he sneaks in from behind, 3v4. Ooh, we don't like to see this.
No, it's over.
Dejected look, dejected face, dejected fail.
Nick, that scoreline where like you almost feel like there's no right or wrong answer for complexity. Like you almost want them to buy here just because you can't really play for overtime when you're down 11 rounds.
No,
Sure.
The good thing is this is a seeding game. They're already in the
That's
playoffs,
correct.
and there'll be definitely a lot to be talked through in regards to, sure, some of the stuff related to Counter-Strike, but a lot more related to the behavior and the mental side of things.
Because this has happened in the past, right? When this roster came together, there were a couple of very frustrating events, and we saw that frustration. And I thought, this is going to be a problem, but I will allow them the time to come up with a better game plan, and hopefully when they play better Counter-Strike, the mentality will be better, which I think they had showcased.
Cloud9, the next day that got him into the playoffs. This is going to end. This loss to G2 in this series will end an 8-series win streak for Complexity. Now, a lot of that was done in the North American region, where we know competition isn't exactly up to par. But still, streak coming to an end.
Didn't say anything.
Nico for the entry, and JT is blind. Evens things up, isolates the Cave player. He cannot be involved in the action. That's Floppy, who's just got to sit and wait. And a full infestation of this bomb site. Actually, three players for G2 in this one spot seems a little sketchy. I'm not going to lie to you.
They're just going to swing at some point. They're going to decide when, probably based on the timing of the smoke. They're not going to, I don't believe they're going to fight Cave too much. I mean, they're going to swing one way or the other. I imagine either Cave or long, but there's going to be a wide swing, and it comes towards Cave. Floppy is being put down, and you're going to have to observe that one from the bench.
1, peek.
Oh, it's a slaughter. Elise goes down last. 16-4, G2.